Okay, start the webinar. Hey everybody, how you doing? Just jumping right into this, Paul here, and really excited to have you here on Giant TV. I do this every Tuesday, 9 a.m. California time, and keep this on your calendar because I'm always offering my top tips, tools, and strategies to help you grow and nurture your business. And what I'm talking about today is Restream. This is a third-party streaming app that you have to have if you want to stream live on LinkedIn. And you can also plug in other channels, YouTube, if you have Facebook group. And I'm going to jump in and show you exactly how to do Restream. But what I first want to tell you is why you want to be doing this. So live shows are going off and all the platforms are focused on live. Video, of course, is a big deal. And also clients and prospects want to see video and live shows. More eyeballs gets on your stuff. There's more engagement. People prefer to watch, excuse me, a video, especially if it's live, to learn about your product or service versus reading about it. And there's no argument about that anymore. HubSpot, a big media company, puts out a state of video report every year. It's fascinating. They interview marketers, they interview CEOs, they interview C-suite executives on video, and the stats just keep exploding. Video is king. And it's interesting. I recently read the top 3 most visited sites in the world are TikTok, Google, and YouTube. Of course, Google owns YouTube. So talk about video. So it's a huge deal. But let's get into Restream. And the reason you have this is if you're streaming on LinkedIn and that platform continues to grow, there's so much incredible engagement that takes place on LinkedIn. But if you're going to be doing LinkedIn lives, and you should be, doing virtual live events is one of my 5 foundational tools that every business has got to have. And if you're doing live on LinkedIn, everybody's got live now on LinkedIn, then you've got to have a third-party streaming app, and Restream is a partner with LinkedIn on this. And so let me share my screen. Okay, give you a second here. Restream, go back. Okay, so here we go. Let's see now, share screen. Boom, okay. All right, so here's Restream. And what I want to show you is this is the home screen here. Now, let's go through these icons on the side here. And first of all, Restream has a free version like all these apps do, but then you want to upgrade from there, and you'll see that the cost isn't that great. So here you've got, just make sure okay, so here you got the side icons, home screen. This is events. So if you click on events, you'll see all the events that you have scheduled on the app. Video storage, so you can store videos, and you can live stream pre-recorded videos. And so I'm going to talk about that. It's pretty cool. Analytics. This will show you kind of the breakdown of what's going on with your videos. And scheduler, this is an old feature. They've updated it. Video storage there. So let's go back to the home screen. So what's cool about Restream and doing LinkedIn Lives is that you can stream live right through the Restream app. and this is Studio, which I'm going to get into. You can stream through Zoom. So Restream connects to Zoom, and you can stream that way. And you can stream a pre-recorded video. And that is a very cool feature. So you may want to edit a video, make it look pretty, or do something to it, and pick a time into the future and stream it live, and you can still chat and interact with people as it's going on. And then this is where you can schedule an event, and this is where this is a LinkedIn event, and this is where you record only. So you can record a video in here too. It'll save it, and you can use it at a later time. So you can save it in your video library. So let me go through each of these and explain them. So if we go into the Restream Studio, I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so you're going to X out of this. All right, so because I'm using my camera, this has me up here. Otherwise, you'd see me here. This is the Restream Studio, and really cool features in here. So if you're streaming live in here through the studio, so I do some daily live videos, and I'll just go into the Restream Studio and I'll just start shooting live. And what I do is I click on the studio like I just did. I come in here, and then what I do is I click on here and I update my titles. So if I click on edit, this is where you put in a title, your summary, content type. I just keep it at business. And when I do that, it'll change it up here. And so then if I do this and I click next, now you come to this area where you toggle on the destinations you want to stream to. I have a bunch set up here for different businesses, and you can toggle these on and off. And you can see I've got Facebook, Facebook group or Facebook page set up here, a couple pages, got LinkedIn, I got Twitter, I got YouTube. So you toggle on and off those channels. And of course, when you're setting up Restream, you connect all these channels. It's very easy to do. And so I'll just leave that the way it is. But when I save those, then this would be updated. And here are the channels that are connected. And now, so that's how you change the title and the summary. And when you're doing the title and summary, make sure that you have a catchy title, catchy summary, grab them, pull them in, hook statements for the summary, and all of that. Okay, so now over here, cool stuff going on. And this is where you have some graphics, captions, and you have a chat feature. So let's go to the captions. So this is where you can put calls to action up here. You can see I've got a caption showing now. So I can hide that caption, and you just create them right here. You add different captions, and then you click on them, and then they'll show up over here. So this is where you can have, well, like I mentioned, a call to action. You can have a link. Maybe you want people to take a snapshot of a link and keep that. I've got a texting app I use here. So this is for my 5 foundational tools to get into the weeds there. So captions, very cool. Now, what you also have here is, let me get rid of this. I'll hide that. So now let's go into graphics. And this is, they continue to update this area here, and it's very good. So what you have here is you've got logos that you can bring into the equation. So you can show a logo while you're recording. It'll be placed up on the screen there. And you have different overlays on here. So you can create an overlay like this, hide that. So they have some default overlays on here, or you can upload your own overlay. And this is a great feature, video clips. And so let's say, like, for instance, when I'm doing some live shows, my daily tips, I will use the video intros and outros. So I loaded up these short clips, and when you click on these, the clips will play. I think you might be able to see this, probably not hear it, but if I click on this, yeah, so that's my transition. So I'll make it I'll come on, do a live, I'll make an announcement, and then I'll click on that, and my transition will play, and I disappear from the screen as you saw there. It'll play it, I'm muted, I got some music there, and then I will pop back up, and then I'll go into the body of my presentation, and I've got an outro here at the end I use, video clips. And you've got some default ones here, some timers, countdown timers, and so forth, if you want to use those to start your show. So the video clips are great. And you know, think about the uses of the video clips. You could have a longer video, and you could, you know, be there streaming live and announcing the video you're going to play, and maybe you want to comment on the video and go through it. So you're live, and then you play the video, and you know, you could stop the video, comment on it, or you know, whatever the case may be. So a lot you can do with the video clips. The backgrounds, these are also a bunch of defaults in here. These are pretty hilarious. So you know, if you click on them, you see how this shows up. So I would be in this frame here, and this is the background. And you know, they got, you know, different different ones you can put up there, or you can also create your own, you know, add one in here, and you know, so you see the different effect there. But so they have some background stuff. So there's a lot you can do here to set up your studio. And this is a new feature up here where maybe you've got a couple companies, got this other company here that I'm building out. So now I've got branding associated with this company, and you know, different logo here I put up. And so this is great. So depending on, you know, if you have several companies or several brands, you can click on it, and then all the branding for that company will show up here, so you can really stay organized. So this is Live Studio, and great studio here in Restream. Now, so let's say I'm not doing a live studio, and I want to do it through Zoom. So you can stream through Zoom to all the channels, you know, using Restream. So now you click on your Zoom, and what you're going to do is you are going to come in here, and there's going to be this section where you're going to toggle on the channels you want to use, and then you're also going to have in here, you know, editing feature. So you got to edit here, and then stream settings. So if you click in here, this is where you're going to use these settings for Zoom. And I'm not going to get into how to set up Zoom. That's another discussion, highly technical. But you have to grab the RTMP URL and the stream key, and copy them and paste them into Zoom. Pretty technical, but this is where you set up the Zoom integration. Now, and the reason you may want to do that is because let's say you want to collect email addresses, and instead of just going live and Restream, you want to do a Zoom because, you know, maybe people, it's easier, you have an email list and people are used to signing up for Zoom, or you want to collect emails, you're marketing the event somewhere else and you're telling them to sign up on Zoom, where you require their registration, you know, their name and email. So there's a lot of reasons to use Zoom. People are very familiar with it, as opposed to maybe you're doing a LinkedIn event or something like that, and streaming and asking people to go to the LinkedIn event. Maybe not everybody is in tune to that, or you have a very specific audience with emails that are used to doing Zoom. So discussion there on how to how to make sure you do that right. But now you can also stream a video file. So if you click on here, it takes you to upload. So these are videos that you can upload to Restream, and then you can use these, and you can, live stream these. So let's say I want to do this one. Click next. This is how you set it up. And what's key here is when you're setting up a pre-recorded video and it says here create an event, Restream is automatically going to create a LinkedIn event. So this integrates with LinkedIn events, LinkedIn Live. It's awesome. So now what you're doing is title, description, picking the date. Very important to upload a thumbnail here. Create that on Canva. Make sure that it's the size of it is fits YouTube, because that's where this is going to be showing up. And LinkedIn events, the size for YouTube, that banner there, the thumbnail all work. Not the banner, the thumbnail works for LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So you upload that image here, thumbnail, then you click next, and what will happen is you'll toggle on the events, the channels you want to use, and then you create the event. So then what will happen is the event will be created on LinkedIn. You'll see the event in here, and now when you go live, it'll stream to that LinkedIn event. And then in LinkedIn with the event is where you can invite first level connections to your LinkedIn event. And this is how you want to use this whole system is integrating it with LinkedIn events and LinkedIn Lives. You have the event, you're going to be live streaming to the event, and you're going to be inviting people on the LinkedIn platform to your event. It's going to bring them into the LinkedIn event portal, which they recently updated. So you're going to have a captive audience in the LinkedIn event portal, and you're going to then be live streaming to the LinkedIn event portal like I am now. Okay, so that's how you're streaming a video file, record only. This is where you can schedule an event to stream, later. Here, if you want to do that, I don't use this a lot. I either go live in the studio, or I go live with Zoom, or I stream a pre-recorded video. These are the three I use most. And so the setup is, big picture here, is create your event, your show. Maybe you're doing it once a month, maybe you're doing it weekly if you have the bandwidth, but create your content. Big discussion there, about doing that, what type of content and all that. But you create your show, then you set up Zoom or Restream or integrate both, and you market this event. So set it up, the event, to at least a couple weeks ahead of time, then market it with email campaigns, the LinkedIn event feature where you're inviting first level connections, and then there's ways to automate the direct messaging on LinkedIn to your connections to invite them to the event. So there's unique ways to market it. So now you're pulling people into your ecosystem, and you are then going live. And what happens, very cool, when you go live through Restream, whether you're in the studio or doing it through Zoom, when right after your event is done, you end it, it is automatically posted to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, in your news feed, and on the LinkedIn event portal. So you don't have to upload anything. It automatically gets posted there, which is great, with the thumbnail you uploaded, which is great. Make that thumbnail look excellent on Canva. And then it automatically gets posted up there. And now the follow through happens. So now you can engage with people afterwards that signed up for your event. You know, some will attend, some won't, just the way it is. But especially in the LinkedIn event portal, you have a captive audience that is in there, so you can follow up with them. Your event's recorded. It's in Restream also. So Restream keeps a recording of the event. You can grab it there. There's just a lot to be done. But I wanted to give you just a flavor of Restream here. I love it. Customer service is great. A lot you can do here, and you need to have this if you're going to stream live on LinkedIn. So there's a little bit of Restream. Want to thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.